What happens when you slap glasses on Macaulay Culkin? That's right, you make him a wimp. At least you didn't kill him with bees in this one, and that is a Migro reference. Let's talk about the Pagemaster. The Pagemaster is the 1994 film starring Macaulay Culkin, Christopher Lloyd, Whoopi Goldberg, Patrick Stewart, and Frank Welker. Culkin plays Richard Tyler, an overly phobic 10-year-old who one day is tasked by his father to run an errand on his own. Richard is caught in a thunderstorm and he seeks shelter in a local library where he is whisked away into a magical, animated adventure, along with 3 books: adventure, fairy tale, and horror. Yes, those are their names. Richard must find his way to the exit, a literal exit sign, to make his way home. To begin, the animation in this movie is the best part. It is really cool, solid work. A decent amount of time and effort went into the concept, designing, and creating of the world and characters in this movie. Several scenes are pretty awesome in its style, and like any good 80s or 90s kids movie, a little terrifying. No! Dr. Jekyll's transformation and Ahab's whale hunting have some fairly heavy imagery that give off a what the hell vibe. Think Willy Wonka, Boat Tunnel, or Black Cauldron melting into the pot. Yeah, these were considered kids' movies. Each of the 3 books in the film have a distinct style and weight about them that complements their personalities, especially horror and adventure. I feel like they could have done more with fairy tale's design, but thanks to Whoopi Goldberg, her book's personality shines through.
It's a library card.
I'm a book, honey, I can read.
Patrick Stewart voices adventure, and my God, can that man ham it up. Which is perfect, because adventure is a hammy subject to begin with.
A library card? Oh, begging your pardon, lad, I didn't know you was a customer.
Frank Welker, enough said. I mean, he's a veteran voice actor, melting into this role, making it look effortless.
And
I also love the concept behind the movie. Kid jumps into a magical world where he is enveloped into some of the greatest stories of all time. It's a clever way to get kids involved in classic literature and allows for these filmmakers to put a cartoonish spin on these stories. Lastly, even though he doesn't have much screen time, Christopher Lloyd always turns up and he's just great.
to the wonderful and quite unpredictable world of books.
I like that in the beginning, all of the books have the actual titles instead of just squiggly lines. A lot of times animators would just skip that, put squiggly lines like no one's gonna look at them. These folks put in the effort, and it's fun to look at the different titles and say, ooh, I know that one. My biggest problem with this movie is Richard Tyler, the boy with 2 first names and 1 blatantly obvious characteristic. If you haven't guessed it by now, the dude's a bit of a coward, and that's it. I know the point is to make us, the audience, understand he's got a problem. But from all the stuff in his room, to the statistical analytics, to his bike, he comes off as, dare I say it, too cartoonish. We know nothing more about the kid than he's just overly worried all the time. Kids are complex and have more than one defining characteristic. With very little known about Richard, it makes him a fairly bland and boring protagonist. There is a minimal amount of interactions with his family and other kids his own age that doesn't give us enough to flesh him out and make a more well-rounded figure. There is one scene where a bunch of kids make fun of Richard for not attempting to do a jump on his bike, but we never meet them again or have any comeuppance with them. We do see his family for like 5 minutes, but get nothing more out of it than, hey, I'm worried about Richard. Now, you could sit there and say, well, it's made for kids. They don't need an in-depth character with multiple layers. And to you, I say, bull. Kids are smart and pick up on these things pretty quick. If your main protagonist of your movie isn't interesting, they're gonna be bored. Compare this kid to Kevin McAllister. Within the first 10 minutes or so of that movie, we are introduced to a clever, obstinate, fearful, angry, and loving person. You know, a kid, an interesting one at that. with a brilliant intro to not only him, but the family dynamic that he's involved with. Here, Richard Tyler, yep, that's his name, I keep having to look it up because I forgot it like 10 times, is sped through the real world so fast that we are given no reason to care about him. Don't get me wrong, I understand we're all here to see the animated world, but giving us so little time in reality does not give us enough connection to this kid, nor why we would care that he gets back to the real world. The crucial crux of your film is bland, and anyone, especially kids, would have a tough time caring about that. I also feel like having no major antagonist throughout was a bit of a detriment to the film. Like, having something chasing them through the animated world would have created more urgency. Maybe a representation of his self-doubt would have helped to connect the three worlds that he traversed in and out of. Oh, and what was with that song in there? I get that at this time you made ballads with a lot of your animated movies, but in this? Wow, is it out of left field. I mean, sounds like a love song. Who's in love here? Oh, well, I guess Fairy Tale and Adventure do make out at one point because, I don't know, reasons? I mean, I don't know about you, but that's what I'm looking for in my animated kids movie. A little book-on-book action, a little spine and pine. Nope, already regretting that I said that. Sorry, folks. Walking away. Where this movie shines is in its animation and the idea of taking some of the greatest literature in history and making it palatable for kids. Where they really miss the mark is in your protagonist. When they are boring, there isn't much to latch onto for kids, especially when they see a kid their own age and say, hey, that could be me. Instead, they're like, no, I'm good. I don't want to be him. He's kind of lame. Honestly, I am glad I watched it, but I don't have any real connection to this from my childhood. So would I watch it again? Probably not. But for a lot of people, especially someone who grew up on this, I can see the love that people would have for this. I'm going to give this one a rating of 1 and done. Happy I saw it. Don't need to own it. Don't think I need to watch it again. Also, the dad at the end of this is like, oh yeah, he's fine. Leave our recently lost, caught in a storm, could be hurt, sick, or dying son in a treehouse outdoors overnight? What the hell, Ed? What are you doing? At least check to see if he's breathing. The actor's name is Ed Begley Jr. Great actor, was only in the movie for like 5 minutes. Deserved more. Not if he's telling his wife that his kid is fine outside though. Bad dad. Bad dad. Where's my newspaper? Bad dad. So have you seen The Pagemaster? If you have, comment down below. I'd love to hear what you thought. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pody Productions. My name is Ryan. This is Secondhand Cinema. I hope you have a great day. I know I am.